Well, hello, my fellow caramellers. How you doing today? Well, we have got some new product and some old product coming back over at AndysHHQ.com for sale from Luka Cee Products. And I just wanted to show you some of the new stuff, but what we're going to first go over is the old F8 sleeper cab. Those of you who bought it, and it was very limited run for a while because the molds were getting very old. So I was remaking new molds, and then we kind of got caught up. I did a video right here that I was talking about the troubles I was running into with making a new mold for the widened fenders. We kind of sort of got that sorted out, but we're still working on it. But we're able to start producing acceptable fenders again. So we're going to bring this kit back, but because of right now the issues of the mold, we really do need to make a new mold with the fenders. I'm not 100% pleased with them. They're coming out nice, but I don't think I'm going to get very many pulls out of it. So this is going to go back for sale at Andy's HHQ very soon. As soon as I, hopefully, maybe tomorrow, I hope to get a batch of stuff to him by tomorrow. And there'll be a couple of them there, at least two. That's all I can squeeze out to have them out tomorrow. I'll try to do a few more over the next week. They're going to be extremely limited run, so if you want it, you better grab it because it'll probably be off the radar when I stop it. I don't know how many I'm going to make, but when it stops, it's going to stop for a little while again until I'm able to produce a new mold for the fenders. But I just wanted to give you a little quick look at this thing. Like, we do have the sleeper cab. This was mastered by my good friend Dave Bell. You saw him in that video, and we're going to be doing another video at his shop. But as you can see, this is a resin body. Look at that. I love showing this. This is like a kit body, really. It's as thin as the Revell that it was based off of. The Revell 1950 F1 is the base kit. You'll need to get that kit to be able to convert. We're going to be doing a new mold. This is actually the original mold still I'm using with this. I'm going to be also making a new mold of this cab. But I loved how this turned out. Dave extended the cab, and because of the extension of the cab, he also made this floor extension that works with the interior tub of the stock kit, or the kit from Revell. It fits in there. You can see it's both sides, so it fits in there, and you can see it butts up against the floor of the existing kit, and it fits right in there, nice and snug like that. Pretty cool, huh? So there's that. We have our fenders. These are widened and radiused because it's the big truck. I think they went from F4 to F8 or F3 to F8, depending, like little stake bed trucks on up to dump trucks, larger dump trucks, garbage trucks, until they were like a big rig, which Dave did. Beautiful, beautiful one about, back when he mastered these parts. It is designed to work with the from here forward of the existing pickup kit. There are instructions in this kit when you get it on how to build a frame. All the suggested parts you need and everything. These are specific for the sleeper cab, the running boards. They fit right on there. And this fits right up into the cab like that. It's a little Yankee janky right there, but there you go. And there's also a bumper that comes with the fenders. Well, it comes in the kit for the widened fenders. It's a widened bumper. The stock bumper is not going to work. Now, we will be pretty soon coming out with there's just the fenders. We're going to sell the fenders. We're going to sell this, and we're going to sell the bumper separate, or possibly with the fenders. Not sure how to do that. Probably together. I'm not for sure yet how it would work out, but we are going to be just selling the fender kit, and then we are just going to be selling the sleeper cab with the floor. Because this works really cool. You might just want to do an extended cab of the pickup and just build the pickup and just have this cab with the floor. And so we're going to be offering this, not yet, but pretty soon. We're going to start producing when we get new molds made of these two items and they're really going good and we got good production going. We're going to come out with, you can buy these separately. But right now, this is what you get in the kit to do an F8. We also have a lot of other F8 stuff coming out in the future, and we'll show you that. Let's move on to the next cool new item. Now it's all new items we're going to talk about. All right, how about some Outlaw hoods for some very popular kits that have been, made available again from round 2 models. We have got, for the Vegas, this was the Grumpy's Toy 71 Vega, but it'll also work on the USA 1 Vega. We have ourselves a really cool Outlaw hood. We're going to be doing a whole Outlaw hood series, and this thing, it'll probably fall on me. Let's see if we can put it in. You can see how it just fits right in there nice. That's how you're going to receive it. It does need a little clean, like anything. You're going to have to do a little cleaning up, but this is without cleaning it up. The edges are still a little, need a good sanding to them. I mean, I got to leave some of the work for you guys. I can't do it all. And but this is how you will receive this hood. As a matter of fact, this hood right here, one of you might end up owning it, because these are all pieces that are going to be getting put into stock for sale. So there you go. These aren't test pieces. What do you think? I'm actually wanting to do a Pro Street one of these in the worst way. I saw a really cool orange one with Yanko stickers on it, decals, whatever you call it. And I got to build that. And it needs to have that hood. So there you go. And then for the ever popular, this is the standard nose one that recently came out, but the 70 Camaro that AMT came out with back in 2000. You remember the Baldwin Motion, and then they did the Z28, and then they did the standard nose Z28, which it was full bumpers, what they like to call it. I had already been putting out, and it's been, that hood is kind of on its last leg. I don't know if I'm going to have any more of just the regular height, stock 2-inch height cowl, but we have ourselves a more racier one, it's a little bit higher. This one isn't an all-out, it's an Outlaw hood, but it's not an all-out Outlaw hood. I didn't want this one to be gigantic because I wanted this to be adequate for a good hardcore, Saturday night street racer or drag race car, but also wanted it to be for you to be able to build like a good, not really cool, streetable, street strip car. So the hood isn't gigantic. I don't know if I'll ever do a gigantic hood. We'll see. But I just wanted this one to be, kind of like intermediate, and it fits right on. It's designed from the original hood of this kit, and it goes on there. Got a little bit of cowl problems there. I know the real hood has that, and you can see how thin it is, like the hood from the kit. It's very flexible, and I haven't test fitted these, but you might have to do a little sanding on your cowl right here, or sanding right here. There's not a lot of meat left there, but I know these hoods. Let's take a stock hood. Actually, I have a Baldwin Motion hood off to the side here. You can see this is actually the hood that I started with to make this hood many years ago, and you can see the comparison there. And even the stock hood, it fits on there nice. So right here in front of God and anyone, I can't understand what I did wrong. I'll be honest with you, I'm a little bummed. I think I can see it. We might have to do a little bit of shaping here. Seems like this right here, or you might have to do a little work on the cowl. It has to do with that, putting that hood scoop on. Never ran into that before and noticed that, because I've been making and selling these for almost 20 years. From this mastered hood, but I'm going to be honest with you. So we have a little bit of a lift problem. These are going to go out for sale. It's modified from the existing. You can see right here. There it was, and probably from doing the mold making. Don't have a lot of meat there, but might have to try to knock it down a bit right there. I would suggest, it's just the way it is. You know what? I could take this off the market. Why don't you guys tell me on the bottom? You want to work that in? Looks like this part and this part is keeping it up. I really like my stuff to be perfect. This is the first time I test fitted it, Don't know why that's happened. I've used these before. Never had that happen. I can't really change anything on this, but it is in the added Outlaw area right there. You might have to smooth this cowl down. You see these things pooch up and it's holding the hood up. So you tell me in the comments, do you just want me to put it out and you guys have to do a little modifying to the cowl right here, a little sanding? I'll do that. I'm gonna wait and see what you guys say. I'm gonna make them available. It's still very nice casting. It turns out really nice. Super thin. That's why I say you can't do a lot of sanding on the hood to get it to fit. It's just, that's how it goes. I don't know if I don't know, maybe a little bit of heating up and pushing that down. I don't know. It's very flexible. Let's grab another one. Maybe it's just that hood, because if I'm having problems with these, I'm not going to put them out. Yeah, it looks like that's exactly it. You can see where the cowl on the kit is holding up the hood. So if this is it, this is how it is, man. I've made these a million times over the years, and this is the original thing. It goes on a lot of race cars, so guys do a lot of modifying on here, so I've never heard a complaint. But I'm putting it out there right there. I have a couple ready to go. I will package them, put them up for sale. Buy them if you want. If you say, hey, I can work with that. Like I said, I would advise sanding all these grates down and maybe like make it look like an aluminum plate across there. That's what I would do. That's probably why a model I built years ago, I used this hood and I didn't have any issues. So that is what you're going to have to do. It pops up a little bit right there, but you're going to have to work with it. But that's it. But hey, the Vega one, that works out real nice. Look at that. It won't even fall off. So you probably want to do a little sanding on the edges to get them to fit in there good. And also when you paint it, it'll really be a little bit too tight. So I'd do a little sanding there in between the fenders, and you got yourself a very nice Outlaw hood. Let's move on to the next thing. You're watching the Luka Cee channel on YouTube. Now for something completely different in the hood department. We're not just going to do Outlaw hoods or specialty hoods as we move on with our whole hood collection. We're going to do some basic hoods too. And we're going to start with the Revell 66 Chevelle wagon. We got ourselves a flat hood for it. Now this is a direct taken out of the Revell 66 El Camino. It had a flat hood, and if you know this kit, this thing, they seem to want to put a SS hood on the wagon, and it, that's cool and all, but this is a station wagon. Some people want to do some basic station wagons, and we've got ourselves a nice flat hood. Again, just a absolute direct replacement. It fits right on there, and you got yourself your flat hood. Simple. So we will be coming out with this also. This will be out in the next couple of days. Except this one. It's got a pinhole in it. I don't like it. Alrighty then, here we go. We have got ourselves the first set of wheels coming out of Luka Cee Products. I wasn't really going to get into the whole wheel, tire market, small parts market, but I have been urged by some people. Reason why, your 3D printer guys are knocking out beautiful stuff for way cheaper than I can do it. They have, computers and mechanical devices in their favor, where this is all time and money put into molds and a lot of hand casted stuff. This is all done by me. I'm the only one in this company right now, and I gotta put some time into making these. But I want to make the best, so I put time into these. So they're not cheap, but they are unique. I have been asked what scale these are because I kind of showed them on the internet. Let's get you a good look. These are an 80s style wheel called a Renault. And the thing about them, I had these because I had a friend of mine that ran these on his 88 Trans Am back in the day when the car was brand new. And I loved those wheels. And oddly enough, there was one Revell kit that came out with these wheels in it, and it wasn't even on the box art. That kit right there. Very weird that it was even in that kit. I never seen. If anybody knows, put it in the comments below if you've ever seen this wheel in any other kit, but I don't think it's ever been available. But Revell did an amazing job on that. It's a 25th scale kit. But these seem to be 24 scale. But again, it's like a 16-inch wheel. But I got a 24 scale BF Goodrich right here. Let's do a little test pop in there and see what it looks like. And looks pretty cool. I think these will fit really well in those Goodyear Gator backs that were, you know, the monogram 24 scale, like, you know, the Trans Ams and Corvettes and stuff like that. It'll fit in those wheels, I believe. I don't have one to test it. I wish I did. It seems to be somewhere in the shade between 24th, 25th, 16-inch wheel. The reason why I'm making this is a really sought-after wheel with a small amount of model builders, but I want to provide this for them. I got some great ideas coming later. Is the Fox Body Mustang guys, the Mustang guys that build Fox Body Mustangs. They are wanting to build the Celine Mustangs, and I want to come out with some product to help you convert any of your Fox Body Mustang kits into a Celine Mustang. And Steve Celine used these wheels periodically. About 1988. It was a really cool look on those cars. I would like to build one, so I thought I'd bring this to market. Again, like I said, these aren't going to be cheap, and I'm going to show you another thing about them. It's not only, you know, fine casted. I make sure everything, there's no bubbles, no nothing, no warping, you saw how it pops in the wheel, and check this out. I may even come out with the wheel backs. Look at that. It's a two-part mold. I don't lay my wheels down flat and just have an open face mold. You don't have to sand. This is how they look when you pop them out of the mold. Pop them out of your bag. There's a little bit of cleanup when you pop them out of the mold, but I do all the cleanup for you. That's what you're going to get, and I think it's going to be a very, very cool addition. These are going to retail probably in the $10 to $12 range. It's the only way I can do them. It's a very specialized wheel. I don't believe there's anyone out there doing this wheel. But it's also a very small market, so I'm not going to sell a lot of them probably. Or I might. It takes a while to produce them. So I'm going to put them up. I'm going to have a couple of them to go to Andy's and put them on the website probably tomorrow. I will make an announcement on the Luka Cee Products page. And, be ready for it if you're wanting a set of these. So we'll see how the first couple sets go. And if there's more people that want them, you make sure that you click on there that email me when the product is restocked, if they're out. And I will be producing more, and I will get more stocked up. I will be. This is an item that I got on the workbench that I have in full production now. It just takes a little time. So let's move on to the next one. Oh yeah, everybody likes blower injection hats, injector hats, whatever you call them, scoops. This is a very popular one that I had to do. Well, I didn't do some work. My good friend, the late Frank Bennett, mastered this because he wanted to put this on a car you might have seen in the channel, that car right there. So what he had done, he did a lot of work. This was originally out of one of the Revell Top Fuel kits, but if you guys are familiar with the Top Fuel kits, they had molded on here the safety straps and everything, which is a no-brainer when you're building your model. You don't want that. So Frank worked really hard to get rid of that, and he did an amazing job and said, hey, I'm going to want more of these, and I just don't want to deal with this. Would you cast it? And I said, absolutely, because I'm going to sell the heck out of them. And I did. I sold these probably about 20 years ago. Not a lot of them were ever put out there. And I'm bringing them back. I'm going to have two in a package. You got these two right here. They're not the easiest thing to make, so they're going to be extremely limited. I'm not going to have a lot of them at a time. So if you're wanting something like this, you're going to have to jump on and get them. I don't have a set price on them, But I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to be like $2 or $3. We work really hard to put out nothing but quality, and we don't want any air bubbles. We don't want any voids, nothing like that. We want to have it nice and smooth for you to work with. So there you go. That is the kit. That's the story. There we go. What the heck are these blobs of plastic? All right. Well, this was a suggestion from my good friend Tim Brown from Throttle Power. He says, man, you got to put that out, man. That's cool, man. I need some of those. So I thought, what the heck? I think this is a needed product. This was something that I used to make for my 69 Chevelle wagon. Body didn't have any door handles, so I provided door handles. Let's get a good quick look. What do we got? Yeah, that one's not so cleaned up. I want to give you a nice, good shot of a nice cleaned up set. See that? With the little, you drill a little hole there, it'll fit right into the body. Or you can cut that off, however you want to put that on the tree. But I left you enough of a little peg if you wanted to drill. So, are we looking at that good? Can you get a good look at those? They're teeny tiny. So I thought I am going to provide you guys with some door handles. The weird little stuff like that. And the big blob of plastic, that all gets cut away. They cut off of there real easy, as you can see. I got that far enough away. I'll usually get in there with my X-Acto knife and pop them right off. It's not a brittle resin. I mean, you got to be careful, but good chance of not shattering. What I usually do is I'll just run across, keep it level with the tree there or the block or whatever, and just scribe a line, and they pop right off it. And you've got yourself your peg to drill a hole in the body so you can fit it right in so the thing won't fall off all the time. You don't want to glue just directly to the body. You're going to get a set of 6, enough to do, depending if 2-door, 4-door, 2-door cars, you can do 6 2-door cars. So I'm telling you, it's a cool little added item. Neat, looks a lot better than those kind of molded on deals. You know, we like to sand those off and then go door handle-less, and I'm not a big fan of the door handle-less cars. I always thought this was something cool. That's why I cast it years ago. A lot of kits today come with these, but not every kit comes with these. So you're going to get a package of 6 sets, and they're roughly going to be probably $10 to $12 retail. Well, there you go. That's the product that's going to be coming out. I got some more things, new things I'm working on. I'll probably be making an announcement in a few days or early next week. F8 back again. See them stretched fenders. We are just cranking out what we can crank out as fast as we can and getting them over to andyshhq.com. That's where you purchase them. It's the only place you can purchase them. We got more things coming. So thanks a ton for watching. And, you know, again, we're going to say it here. Why do we build these model cars? 'Cause they are fun. And I'm just trying to make them funner. All right. Here's the producers.